The reason why I decided to do this whole video was I actually received a question from a Mr. Phillips, and the question that he had asked was, how do you manage multiple profiles in a car, as well as multiple Bluetooth devices, multiple phone devices, if both people are in the car with their keys? So I want to show you how to do that. So right now I'm sitting in the car and I have both keys with me, and I'm signed into the profile that I just created, and I have multiple other profiles selected. I have multiple other profiles up here in that I have created in the past, and I can switch back and forth. So let's just say I came with this key. This key is connected to my primary profile right now. If I didn't have the second key with me and I walked up to the car and I opened the door, it would recognize that that's my primary profile, and it would set the car up exactly the way I had set it up on this key. If I came with the second key, the profile that we just created now is connected to this one, and it will automatically switch over to that profile. The question that Mr. Phillips asked, and it's a very valid question, is what do you do if both people, like if myself and my wife walked into the car and we have both our keys with us? What do you do next? At that point, it may not recognize who you are. There are a few ways in which it does this. If you, let's say, open the car with this profile, but you left the doors open, and then you came and sat in the front seat with this key, it wouldn't know that it is this profile. It always sticks with the last one if the door is open. But if you shut the door and lock it, then it shuts down all the profiles, and when you come and open the door with this key, it now recognizes that it is this profile at that point. If both of you are sitting in the car and I look up there and I see, okay, that is not the profile that I want to be on, you now have to manually select it. I'm going to manually select, and I'm going to switch back to my regular profile as an example. So it says this is the one that's active, and I'm going to click on that, and I'll go back to my regular profile. And if my seat settings are different, which they're not in this case, then my seats would move. It now is doing all the accounts that I have on my regular profile. My maps are there. All that kind of stuff is happening at the same time over here. I hope that makes sense with how you manage profiles with keys and if both of you are in the car at the same time. And in case you have not paired up keys to profiles, then when you get into the car, the profile that will be active is the last one that you put in. And now I'm going to show you. I'm going to switch back to the profile that we just created earlier. So we'll do that one, and we'll go to the profile that we just created earlier. And I'm going to show you how to manage Bluetooth devices when you are in the car. And I'm going to click on phones over here. And of course, it's not going to show any contacts and stuff because earlier I didn't enable the contacts when I set up this phone. I'm going to click up here at the top. This thing up here is for change. This is where you change and switch phones. And you'll see that I have two phones connected. This is the one on the bottom is the one I'm actually videotaping all of this on, and the one at the top is the phone that we just added. And there are three different buttons for each of these phones. The first one here is phone. The second one over here is media or Bluetooth devices, and this last one here is tethering. And it's the same over here. What's great about this system is, imagine myself and somebody else got into the car and we each had our phones. If I was the person driving, I would want to have the phone connected to the speakers so that I wouldn't, essentially I would want to have hands-free. So I can say, right, that's the phone that I want hands-free on, but I want the music to come from the other phone. Or the other way around, I can say I want the phone to go to the person who I'm with, and then instead I'm going to have music go to this phone. So it gives you a fair bit of flexibility about how you want to configure the phones as well as the different profiles. That is basically everything I wanted to explain about profiles and how to manage Bluetooth devices in the car. Thank you for watching my video today. I really appreciate your support. If you have any questions at all, please stick them in the comments section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the share button, and enjoy your Volvo.